Miranda. An on-campus party at RIT overnight ended with nearly 4 dozen police officers in riot gear, 9 arrests, and a lot of questions. Students at the party say police used excessive force, but police say they feared for their safety. News Source 13's Trisha Cruz joins us now with more on this. Trisha.
Kristen, there certainly are two sides to this story. The one thing students and police both agree on is that last night's party involved a large number of students, as many as 400 people. Police say they had to launch between 50 and 60 rounds of pepper spray balls to disperse the crowd because students would not listen to their commands. But students we spoke with say they couldn't hear the officers. Now here's a look at police in riot gear shortly after being called to the party. Students say they had gathered at Colony Manor Apartments for a peaceful night of fun. But when police were called in by on-campus security, officers say there was nothing peaceful about the night. They called officers from Brighton and Rochester to help them out. Captain Steve Coster from the Sheriff's Department says officers were concerned about the number of people at the party and how much alcohol had been consumed. Police say they repeatedly told students to stop drinking and return to their apartments. But officers say students refused and even became violent. Many students say that's not true, though.
Everyone was just hanging out. It was very low-key. There wasn't really any problems. There was one kid that was really drunk, and that was obviously a problem, but everyone was just kind of standing around.
Much the cop got out of the police cruiser, and without warning, they just opened fire on us.
Well, when they start throwing bottles at us and sticks and stones, we have no other recourse but to don this equipment because it's our aim to not be injured and not have anybody else be injured.
9 people were arrested. 7 of the 9 are students at RIT. 2 were visitors. A spokesman for RIT says the school will hold meetings on last night's events to decide what course of action to take next. Kristen?
Trisha, in all of this, was anyone hurt?
2 people were hurt, an officer who says he was hit with a beer bottle and a student who says he got hit in the eye with one of the pellets, but their injuries were not major.
All right, Trisha, thank you very much for that report. We have an